You know, there's a wonderful thing going on these days here in our community of Lummi Island. It's an expression of the real spirit, the real culture, the real caring that has defined the community of Lummi Island for decades. And that new thing is the Lummi Island Health and Wellness Program. You know, it goes back a number of years, probably 8 years or so, when a group of islanders, many of them nurses like Pam Gould and Jane Phillips and Mary Boyer and Bobby Hutchins, these people were constantly getting requests for help from their neighbors, from people across the island, you know, needing help with their health care. And being on an island, health care access is more difficult and support is more essential. And so this group began to do some planning, trying to think through, okay, how do we do this not so piecemeal, but in a more organized way? And there was some interaction with Peace Health. This was at a time when I got involved as a former healthcare administrator. And we started identifying through surveys what people felt were the greatest needs here in the Lummi Island community. And just as we were starting to formulate plan, the pandemic came along, and we really had to put it on a shelf. We got sidelined and had to really deal with more immediate issues that were affecting islanders. After a few years getting beyond that group, some of the members of that group came together again, and this time we realized we needed to have an organizational structure to be successful, to really implement something. We had got a lot of input from the community, but we hadn't really delivered on it. So we formed a nonprofit affiliation with the Congregational Church. Fortunately and beautifully, they had built this gathering place and had the foresight to build a wing on it that would serve health and wellness needs. And they essentially have made that space available to us, and we now call that the Lummi Island Health and Wellness Resource Center. And it's a hub where all that we are planning, all that we're implementing, emerges from that incredible resource. And so as we began putting this plan together anew, we reached out, we got Peace Health to help us again. We did extensive surveys with the help of Western Washington University students. And we came up with a plan that we thought might have really a tremendous benefit if we could make it happen. And so we began the process of searching for grant funds and connecting again with the community to make sure that we understood what they really wanted. So about a year ago, in the Great Hall at the Gathering Place, over 100 people came together, looked at what the findings were in the survey, and said, you know, here are the real essential priorities that we want to have available to us. And a lot of it had to do with access to health care. A lot of it had to do with wellness kinds of activities so that people could, you know, live and age in place and live well here with the support of others. And so with the funding from grant organizations, with our new organizational structure, we created a board. We now have a 9-member board of directors. And we are in the go mode of implementing these programs. And for the last number of months, it's been really exhilarating. We now have wellness classes 4 days a week at the Gathering Place. We have yoga and Tai Chi. We also have a beautiful program that Jane Phillips has put together on foot care. So once a month, 14 people are having their feet cared for by a non-medical foot care provider. And people are loving that, and they're coming back. And so we continue to offer that service. Beyond that, we are linking with the YMCA, the Y in Bellingham, and they are offering to provide classes either in person or virtually to our community. We're also linking with other organizations like the Lummi Island Heritage Trust. And we're going to be doing meditation walks in the auto preserve sometime in the near future, helping us to be that much closer to nature, that much more intimate with this beautiful environment that we are blessed to live with. And with all of the conflict that goes on around us in the world, in the wider world, it seems like this is absolutely the time when we can benefit more specifically from being in closer connection and closer community with each other. And so this is substantially a volunteer-run organization. We have a couple of hired staff people, a wonderful communications and outreach person, Kelly Moeller. We built a website where we have a Facebook page and other ways to communicate. We're on Nextdoor all the time. And we're really just trying to get the word out to everybody. And one of the areas that we're most interested in getting people to understand and use is our telehealth center. This is a room at the space next to the gathering place where we can actually host a meeting between any resident and their provider. We'll get to do their vital signs and provide that information to the doctor or provider for that islander, and they can have a private conversation, confidential conversation, and not have to get on the darn ferry, pay all that extra money, and take all that time to go into town. So we're facilitating people getting onto the internet, getting connected to their providers, and then having those experiences right here on their island. So as you can see, it's really an exciting time. We're unfolding new programs and services all the time. And if there's anything I would say to anybody listening here, it's that this is for you. This is your health and wellness program. And you can be involved as a recipient of any of our services and programs. You can be involved as a volunteer. And there's just so many ways to intersect and interact and make this even that much more successful. So a big thank you to all the people on our board, all the volunteers that have come forward. We'll be doing a home modification program pretty soon to help people be safer in their homes. All of these things are coming forward. And we invite you to get in touch with us, touch base with us, find some place where you can be part of this really beautiful program that's unfolding. And thanks for listening.